a sub if you're interested in seeing more of these things, so you never miss one. Today, we're going to be going over Club de Nuit, the second most purchased cologne on Amazon. But this is a special one. This is Club de Nuit Armaf, but this is the collector's edition. And let me tell you something. I've never even tested this cologne, let alone the collector's edition, but I said, you know what? Go big or go home. Get the big boy. Also, depending on when you're watching this video, this guy right here, it's a limited edition, but it's still available. So, if you've been looking to get a Club de Nuit, if you like Club de Nuit, and you want to get the limited edition, it's still available. I haven't opened it, I haven't smelled it. Let's get into it. So, instead of the plastic wrap, you got a pretty nice felt liner. This version of the cologne is around 50 to 60 bucks, but it's such a popular cologne that I think when it goes out of stock, people are going to sell the limited editions for like 5 times what they paid at least. That's what people do. Wow, I can't even get it out. So, it's kind of a drawstring bag. Tight fit. It's nice and bundled up. Armaf. Man, how great is Armaf? Al Haramain, Latafa, Armaf. I mean, come on now. Now, this is also with the limited edition. It's also a Parfum. So that's kind of cool. We're going to talk about what that means in a second. Actually, why don't we just talk about it right now? So, forgive me if you know this and you've heard it 1,000 times, but colognes come in different types. Eau de Toilette is usually the cheapest, and it used to be the first sort of model that was released. Then they have the Eau de Parfum. That's the second model. And then the really sophisticated model is called the Parfum. There's a lot more than just that. I way oversimplified it. It basically should be an indication of how much of the scent is concentrated in the bottle, with the EDT being the least, the EDP being more, and the Parfum being the most. That's how it used to be. It's not so much that anymore, and we're going to get into that in a second. In the meantime, this is what you're left with. Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum Limited Edition Armaf. A collector's pride, it says. There's the back. Let's go ahead and take it off. Take off the ribbon. It's pretty cool. I might even pick up another one just to leave as is. Make sure, there we go. That's why we do that. Make sure everything doesn't fall out. Intense Man. An ode to a legend, Club de Nuit Intense captures a bold story of determination and resilience, a story of attaining perfection against all odds. This limited edition fragrance builds on that legacy. It invigorates the fire of desire and an insatiable thirst for perfection, a scent for the perfect man. Armaf. And we got something that kind of looks like an advertisement, but a really cool advertisement. It's embossed there. It's kind of cool. They're different colognes. And they're Club de Nuit, Imperial, Untold. They're different clones, right? But this is a clone of Creed AVENTUS. But it's been so successful. I think a lot of people have bought it that don't even know it's supposed to be cloning Creed AVENTUS. They see the reviews and they go, wow. So, hopefully nothing falls out. Okay. This is like really cool packaging. Really cool packaging. Look at that. Armaf right there. That is so cool. I've said it in almost all of my videos. I don't buy a cologne for the packaging. This might change my mind. Let's make sure nothing's gonna fall here before I open it. There she is. It's reflective. Club de Nuit. Let's see. Club de Nuit Intense Parfum Limited Edition. You can see that. Oh, there's my microphone. That's awesome. Let's get this out of the box. It's lightly covered with this. This is the only plastic that's in here. And then this box comes out of that. It's almost like a watch box. That's pretty cool. I'll probably put this back exactly the way it came out. Again, y'all can have this. These are still being sold new, not from scalpers. And with these cologne bottles, especially this one, this is a fingerprint magnet. Oh my goodness. You can already see that. So, Armaf, thinking of everything. Put in a little cloth here so you could clean your cologne. I think this is why people really, really like these Middle Eastern houses, because you pay $150 for Blue de Chanel and you get a standard box with nothing other than the fragrance. Another thing is this cologne that it's cloning, Creed AVENTUS. Again, you don't really get much as far as the presentation goes. It's just an implication and proof that Armaf wants your business more, in my opinion. has felt on the back. Cool. Let's put this to the side. So, you know I love my facts. I'm impressed so far, though, I will say. So let me tell you some facts you may or may not care about. Get my phone out. Okay. So, Club de Nuit Intense, man. It's a woody, spicy fragrance for men. Club de Nuit Intense Man was launched in 2015. The top notes are lemon, pineapple. We'll get into that. 4.21 out of 5. Over 13,000 votes. Fantastic. Now let's talk about what this cologne is cloning. AVENTUS by Creed was created in 2010. It was created by Jean-Christophe Hérault and Erwin Creed. I did a video not long ago of Très Nuit, again, another wonderful Middle Eastern fragrance, and a clone of Green Irish Tweed by Creed. And I felt like I was a little harsh on Creed, but looking at the reviews on Creed, I don't feel bad anymore. The pros of AVENTUS, people say, highly popular. I think that's a negative, to be quite honest with you. Nobody wants to wear the cologne that everybody is wearing. But I thought I was hard on Creed. One of the top comments is, AVENTUS is pure robbery at absurd prices. And one of them is absurdly expensive for a fragrance. How expensive is AVENTUS? $300 to $400. And that of course depends on the size and who you get it from. There's really not much of a, there's no such thing as a discounter for AVENTUS or for Creed, really. So, how similar is Club de Nuit? Supposedly, very, very accurate. Club de Nuit's top notes are lemon, pineapple, bergamot, black currant, and apple. The top notes for AVENTUS: pineapple, bergamot, black currant, and apple. So, almost the exact same. Difference is the lemon is supposed to be, Club de Nuit is supposed to be a little bit more on the lemon. Middle notes for Club de Nuit: birch, jasmine, and rose. Creed: birch, jasmine, rose, and patchouli. Base notes for Club de Nuit: musk, ambergris, patchouli, vanilla. Base notes for Creed: musk, moss, ambergris, and vanilla. So, very, very, very close. Extremely close. Now, one thing that I want to talk about. With these versions of Club de Nuit. We talk about the EDT, the Eau de Parfum, and the Eau de Toilette, and the Parfum. Usually, these fragrances are supposed to be almost the exact same. That's the whole point of having different variations of the same cologne. fragrances. Sauvage, Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, Parfum, Elixir. So different. Club de Nuit, Eau de Toilette. Actually, I don't even think they have one of those. I think they just have the Eau de Parfums and Parfum. The exact same notes. It irritates me, and it shouldn't, but it irritates me when people get a cologne and they try to review it and they compare the Eau de Parfum versus the Parfum and they guess and they're like, well, it smells more sophisticated, right? That's what everybody says. It smells more sophisticated. They try to guess why it's different because they think it's the same, but it's not. And a good way to do that, everyone can do it, is look up what the notes of the cologne are. And a good example, I really hate pink pepper. It smells horrible to me. Some EDTs have it, but some EDPs will omit it. So I'll get the EDP. It's a good way, and I honestly prefer a lot of EDPs over parfums. I think they're not as well blended, so suffice it to say, the EDP and the Parfum have the same makeup. I've heard people say this is more well blended, but if it's so well blended, why don't they just do that in the EDP? I don't know. But supposedly, that's the difference in the Parfum. Plus, of course, you get this funny limited edition, not funny, but fun limited edition bottle. You got the badge number and all that fun stuff. And then I think this thing is like a magnet. Does this move? I don't think this moves. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't really need it to. Let's spray it. So, I always say I don't really care how fancy the packaging is. I'm just impressed with this, honestly. This is so cool. That's the thing, you know, and I'm glad someone said this about Creed. I don't think people are harsh enough on Creed for their pricing. Chanel and the Bleu de Chanel, not only do they charge $150 starting for some of that stuff, they're edit eau de parfums, but they also control how much they put out because they want the supply and demand to be there. Nobody talks that bad about Creed. It's like they've just accepted the fact that they are that, and again, if they can charge that and people will pay for it, good for them. Capitalism, right? But I just don't like it because I'm trying to build my collection, as are you, I'm sure, and we can either have an entire collection of great colognes or we can have one Creed, and it just irritates me. So let's spray this bad boy, see what it's like. There we go. That was a good one. Okay. First thing I'm getting. First thing that I'm getting. Right off the bat. Oh, okay, I see what they're talking about. There's a common critique of Club de Nuit. They say right when you spray it, it's really synthetic smelling and it's really smoky, like too smoky. Aventus isn't that smoky, honestly. I've never been a huge fan of Aventus either, so I'm not the right person to ask about this, but that's kind of how you differentiate it, because when it dries, it's supposed to be indistinguishable from Aventus, but that first spray, you have that heavy alcohol, the heavy smoke, and it's just a little bit more synthetic. Yeah, it's super smoky. Oh my goodness, I didn't think it was going to be that smoky. It's not bad. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I'm getting a ton of pineapple. I'm not getting a whole lot of lemon, which is another complaint that people say. Too much lemon. I'm getting a lot of pineapple. It's really nice. A little bit of apple, a little bit of citrus, you can tell. And that bergamot, that black currant is really coming through though. Yeah, it's just so smoky, and it's actually, I can get that musk. Even though the musk is a base note, I can pick it up right away. A little floral, but it's not too in your face. It's got that jasmine and the rose, but well, gosh darn, man, this is a good scent. The vanilla is kind of used as like a stabilizer. You can't really pick out the vanilla. Vanillas are very common in colognes to try to provide a bit of a warmness and a sweetness in the base notes. But because they're used as sort of a balancing act, you don't pick up on them too much. And then of course the patchouli, you gotta have patchouli. That's really good. That is really, really good. I'll put this back here. It definitely smells like once you get past the initial spray, which does definitely smell a little bit synthetic. Once you get past the original spray, you would never in a million years guess that this cologne costs what it does. And the limited edition, it is a little more expensive. We're talking about $60 or $65, but you can pick up the I think it's the Eau de Parfum. I think it's the Eau de Parfum for like $30, $35. This is a great cologne to have. Really nice. I can see why it's a top seller. I will say I've heard many people say that because it's so popular on Amazon, and because a lot of the people, there's a lot of warehouse workers that work in Amazon. I was reading some reviews that say you walk into an Amazon warehouse and it just smells like this because the Amazon workers have all purchased it, and they bathe themselves in Club de Nuit before they come in. So that's one complaint about this scent, is that so many people are going to have it. But again, they have it for a good reason. It is a good cologne. Let's see how it's drying now. Yeah, when it dries, it kind of stings the nose a little. I think that's because of the citrus. I would really like to know. I'll have to bring on a lady on here sometime. There's a big difference, fellas. If you're out there, ladies, if you're out there, there's a big difference in what fellas and ladies like. I'm wondering with this, if women are attracted to this scent, because it's just so smoky. It almost reminds me of like a fireplace. But it's also it's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. This, I was told, spring fragrance, summer fragrance. No, I think this could easily be worn in fall. I don't know about winter, but easily fall. This is great. I can't say enough good things about the packaging. Armaf wants your business. Creed does not care about you or your business. If they did, they wouldn't charge $400 and give you what they give you. Armaf wants your business. I say give it to them. If you're on the fence about this, or if you're looking at this limited edition, saying, man, I love Club de Nuit, I should get that. Yes, you should. Go get you a bottle. Stop buying AVENTUS. You stop buying AVENTUS, maybe they'll stop charging $400 for it. I got nothing against the quality of Creed, but I just can't. I can't justify $400 for a bottle of funny smelling liquid, you know. Thank you, everybody. If you've been with me for this long, you're still awake. Congratulations. I hope you found this relaxing. I hope you enjoy these videos. If you're asleep, I'm hoping you got a good one. Wake up tomorrow, ready to face the world. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all. Be good.